Hey guys, Button25 here, playing FSX once again. Today, we will be flying a Boeing 737-200, which lacks VC, as you can tell, from Northolt Air Force Base in the UK to Keflavik International Airport in Iceland. Oh, yes. Yes, I shall bathe this place in light. And then the Boeing said, "Let there be light." Okay, I've had enough religion for one day. Vertical speed will go... no, not down. I am utterly confused. Okay, speed. You know what's good? We're an Air Force plane. We get to do this. Then there is a way to switch over to LNAV, or GPS flight plan. Okay, stop the pushback. Of course, this has the bucket reverses, which we're going to just show off there. Alright, release the brakes. Taxi 1-2, flaps set. Yeah, basically we have everything set up. So we have that armed, we have the altitude hold and vertical speed armed. Yeah, you can see this is a somewhat a helicopter-y place. I know that's a very brilliant way of describing it, but I'm sorry, I have no other way of describing it. You can see considerably less windows. I'm presuming this is a reconnaissance aircraft. Or for, other people's spy plane. It's basically a spy plane, I would assume. I'm just saying that because, the P-8 Orion, which is the current military version of the 747, 737 is a spy plane, so I'm assuming these early ones would have, well, early, the 737-200, would have also been used for reconnaissance purposes, or spying. Yeah, the door is actually animated. Just ignore it. This is a plane that can probably handle the dirt. Yeah, so we turn on there. I wonder, does this have smoke effects? It does not have smoke effects, and we're moving way too quickly. We are moving too quickly. Throw all of the engine power. Use all of the engine power to slow down. Wait, I thought you'd stow them. Great! Ready to go. Imagine if the subplanes actually were just... we're on the runway, we're going! I'm going to give it more flaps. Yeah, originally the plan for today was a Royal Dutch Virtual flight, but, I blame ACARS. What do you mean doors? The doors are closed. Speed? Right, I'm going to attempt to rotate. Oh, that's way too slow. Oh, get off the ground. Get... That's an RAF base. Is that for, Harriers only? Right, gear up. Flaps up. Yeah, we're fine. Now, speed hold. Auto throttle. Speed hold. Where's the... Let it... Yeah. We good? We good. Okay, guys. Well, that was I think that was the most exciting takeoff I've ever done. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'll see you guys as we begin our approach into Keflavik. See you then. Okay, guys, we're beginning approach. Yeah, contact Keflavik. And I think we'll go back to approach speed of... I think it's 140. Well, go for. Make straight on runway 20. Sure. 140. Notch pattern entry. Pop the spoilers. Pop the spoilers. Pop. It seems the weather isn't very cooperative. Oh, fog, lovely. as if it wasn't difficult enough to see already where I'm going. Well, let's start extending the flaps. So you can see the inside flap kind of folds out, whereas the other flaps just kind of slide down, like most often. Full flaps, come on. Have we leveled off? Yes, we have. Spoilers in. Letting the flaps go down there. Speed. Yeah, so there's a bit of speed decreasing to go. Yeah, as you can see, all the displays are analog. Are there wipers? Can I turn wipers on? Not the throttle quadrant, the overhead. No, it seems there isn't. Right, yeah, so Keflavik, that's kind of an airport that's kind of been named as Reykjavik, but it's not really Reykjavik. Right, so that's where we're going to head in towards. I'd say we're close enough. Let's drop the gear. Alright, and rear gear failure. Yeah, of course I planned this. So of course I knew this was going to happen. Let's see how this goes. This has happened quite recently to an aircraft. I'm not sure what airline it was though. Glide slope. I won't really need this. Close window. Heading select off. Actually, we want to maintain world map. Wait, which runway do we have clearance for again? Runway 20. Yeah, interesting story regarding this airport. Which one's 20 now? Yeah, 20 is the one. Okay, cancel. Right, so interesting story regarding Keflavik. I think 1 or 2 years ago, when Suhoi was doing some test flights, they were doing some, single-engine go-around tests of the Suhoi Superjet SSJ-100, I think it was. The pilot spooled up the wrong engine, and by the time they were doing this with the gear up, and by the time he realized his mistake and spooled up the other engine. But I don't think the engine was off, but it was in a lower throttle setting, because I don't think they would do it with the engine off as such due to engine failure. So they had one engine kind of going, and when they were doing it was also crosswind landing test kind of, and by the time the pilot realized, oh, this isn't good, it was already too late. And so the aircraft landed gear up and skidded along the runway, which isn't, aircraft aren't really meant to do that. Alright, we need to get below that fog bank to have any chance of doing this successfully. Let's pop the spoilers. Also, please note, the spoilers are the only thing, and friction, that'll help us slow down. What is that? Yeah, we're still over water, we're not over land. Right, so, how close are we? Yeah, I think I should probably pull up. What is our altitude? 1,000 feet. Okay, that's just some low-level clouds, potentially some, high-level fog. Altitude, speed. Yeah, speed we're maintaining. Right, where the hell is Keflavik? You can see the flaps actually have to be designed so that they kind of go around the end. Well, Keflavik just disappeared. I think it's there, kinda. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that's a view from Keflavik there. Did this happen to an aircraft somewhere over in Asia somewhere? It was trying to land and end up, skidding about 1 kilometer. Yeah, just trim. I told this to Igor, who has actually flown a plane. And he told him that in that situation he would just attempt to land with the gear up, because there's a huge risk of actually causing that gear to collapse, which could cause more damage to the aircraft. But in my opinion, it still is better to have the nose gear down, because that gives you some control over the aircraft, over the heading and all. So basically that increases your chances of staying on the runway. I'm pretty sure the sticky outy bit is what we have to aim for. And thankfully this is, of course, clear to land. Another thing, FSX, something you could do is allow to, if there's something wrong, you should be allowed to, or you should be able to report, okay, we've got a gear failure. Great, I can see lights. I have a feeling that's the one we have to go for. Right, I still have the auto throttle on, so let's bring it back to 120. I may be risking this. However, the thing is, I really do need to be coming in as slow as possible to reduce the damage. And we'll also be coming in to land quite... our landing will be quite shallow. Not our landing, our approach. The nose gear is still kind of locked. So what we want to do is we want to land on... Basically, we want to use the engines as skids. Not something you'd ever want to actually hear being said. But I think that, that's exactly what happened with the 737 I mentioned. It wasn't 737-200. I think it was a cargo aircraft anyway, I think. Was it? I don't remember anymore. And I'm just trying to force the engines to work a bit, really. There. I have the runway in sight. I'd say actually bring this up to 130. Actually, no, 120 we can manage, I think. The thing with 120 is more of an assisted glide. Like, you're not stalling, but you can't really climb with a 120 knots. So you're basically stuck in a descent. Yeah, you can... Yeah, master approach. I think that's because, hold on. Does this have gear lights? Alright. Auto throttle off. This is what Keflavik Tower sees. Okay. Brace, brace, brace. Brace for impact. And drop the nose. Actually going to drop quite viciously just to get down lower so we'll have more of the runway available to actually land on. Right. Thrust set. Idle. Spoilers. Deployed spoilers retract. Ooh. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is going to be a bit difficult. And brakes. Brake, brake, brake. Oh, spoilers, yeah, that might probably help. As you can probably tell... Okay, I'm presuming that's a glitch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pause this here. Just because this thing is freaking out. So that was a flight from Northolt Airbase to Keflavik with a 737-200. I'm Boston 25. Goodbye.